So, this is our last day together. Unfortunately, I'm missing you all already. But I want to leave you with something really powerful, really important, really life-changing. This is probably going to be the most important thing that you'll hear me say today, or for the whole of the retreat. Life. What does life mean? What does life mean to Tarun? Living intentionally for eternity. Living intentionally for eternity. Now the problem is, the situation is, we can't avoid living intentionally for eternity because this is all that we're doing. The question is, how do we relate to these four words? What are the qualities of living? What are the qualities of our intentions? What are we doing it for? And where is our eternal destination aimed at? Sometimes, even down to the concept of eternity, it gets so oblivious and vague, it just gets put back. Like, yeah, whatever. I'll not pay attention to that because I'm still struggling with living. I'm still struggling with my intentions. I'm still struggling why I'm doing this for. What am I doing this for? What's the purpose for? Living intentionally for eternity is the loop that we're stuck in. So living, there's an art to living. You can daydream, or you can nightmare 24 hours a day. Daydream, or you can nightmare 24 hours a day. That's easy. That's so easy as said than done. So how do we avoid the 24 hours a day? Have we got any intentions to get out of the 24 hours a day nightmare? Is our intention to stay in the 24 hours a day nightmare? Live, breathe, exist, and find ourselves forever unenthusiastic to propel ourselves. Our drive, our honesty in the drive, always boils down to, what am I doing this for? What am I doing this for? How do I elevate out of this space? How do I conquer living? How do I conquer my intentions? How do I stop my intentions being influenced or manipulated? Better said. How do I stay out of the path of manipulation? Ultimately, so I can be free, I can be me and work on my intentions and stay happy. But in the meantime, I've got these other intentions. And these other intentions, I unconsciously don't know that they're there, but I can tell that they're there by the mood that I'm in. When I think, is anybody else seen my empowerment? How many people have seen the empowerment? That's you.
The other day.
Yeah. Okay, so I spoke of something that when we are dealing with our own self, grooming our own self, the key component to start with is a mood and mindset regulation program. We need this. Ultimately, we have to have a mood and mindset regulation program. Without this, we're going to always end up in the ditch. We're going to find that other influences or manipulations or circumstances are going to affect our moods and mindsets. We're going to be contemplating so much other things away from our bliss. Now, one of the things that I'm getting over it. I'm getting over it myself, as in my own internal journey. I'm getting over it. And this time I've missed the Kaddish. We always write that word down. E-K-A-D. A-S-H-I. Now, speaking with Leslie this morning, and we were talking about, no, sorry, I think it was me talking about astrological influences, whether it's Venus, Mars, this, that, the other, blah, 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 effects on the human psyche which we can't avoid. This is one of the things that plays out on everyone. Again, I was talking with Esme about the moon. Now, interestingly, with this word, Ekadashi, this is the moon fast. This, if you're going to initiate into any high spiritual order, this is the first thing that they're going to stipulate that it is a must. Don't have a choice over it. Otherwise, you're going to lay yourself to ruins. And here's why. On the, has everyone seen a werewolf film? Yeah? Everyone seen a werewolf film? Okay. 3 or 4 days, I think it's 3 days before the werewolf. 3 days before the full moon. See the werewolf go. Yeah? 2 days before the full moon, you see, it starts to become this uncontrollable, it's fighting. 1 day before the full moon, it's like, full moon, it's all out. Now, this is a representative of our own inner werewolf. This is our own inner werewolf coming out. Now the problem is, whether we want to realize it or not, there's a thing called elementals. Elementals are the effects that come off thought. You know when you say you can pick up a good vibes off of someone or a bad vibes off of someone? These are the elementals that are coming off of thought. Elementals. And this elemental thought pattern is going into a big soup pot. Going into a big soup pot. And everybody can feel the vibration of this soup pot coming together. This butter wild, butter wild, butter wild. And everybody's feeding off of this energy. This is what's known as the ups and downs of life. Up, down, up, down, up, down. And the problem is, with this Ekadashi fast, not doing the Ekadashi fast, what happens is your consciousness will dip when it comes to that, and then you're going to struggle for 11 days to come back up to a point. You're fighting, and then you don't do the fast, and then you dip again. And then you struggle, and you struggle, and you struggle, and struggle, and struggle, and then you dip again. I personally witnessed this, and this is why I swear by the fast. I swear, because when I don't do the fast, I can notice when I'm going, and in the same way, my mind is becoming a sponge, and I'm listening. The negative, I can hear it, and it becomes a big boiling pot that we can't avoid because we're full of that which we've all contributed to. Make sense? I make sense. Am I chatting? Is everyone with me?
It's not sense. A lot of sense.
Is everyone with me?
Yeah.
So this Ekadashi fast is so important in any high esoteric order. It is imperative that you do this fast, because when you do this fast, you avoid the...
When would you do that fast?
That fast is done 3 to 4 days before the full moon, or before the new moon. That full moon or new moon is twice a month. Every 15 days you're going to find that this thing perpetuates. You'll have one where it all becomes external and one where it all becomes internal. One where it becomes all external, where it all becomes internal. So right now we're in that space of externalizing our negativeness from our minds, and in this way we lose our sight of our divine qualities. We lose the sight of our divine intentions. We lose the sight of our divine connectedness with self. Can everyone relate to going through this personally? Right now in the here and now. And you find yourself pulling away, and you find yourself withdrawing, and you find yourself doing that thing again. And then you're asking, what am I doing this for? What's this all about? And living's no fun. And being intentional is no fun. Why am I doing this for? It's like I'm in this eternal loop. There's such a deep science behind what you eat is what you are. And it's not the food on the plate, it's what you're thinking while you're digesting the food. What you're thinking while you're digesting the food, and it's going to come out. You can't help yourself, it's going to come out. So particularly on this Ekadashi fast, you avoid anything that grows from the earth. Everything, all grains. And you eat, you can do a water fast, that's the ultimate fast. Next thing is down, you can do a fruit fast. Next thing you can do is a fruit and nut fast. This is the ultimate. Anything after that, you're dealing with grains or anything that comes from the soil. You can have, funnily enough, you can have potatoes, and there's a reason why. How does it go again? Potato is a
root or a tuber.
A tuber, some madness. Kitchery, yes. Yeah.
The 3-day kitchen.
Yes. So that's like a boosting fast. Yeah. That's like a boost. But as a regulative.
Gut reset as well.
Yeah, I mean, the gut is so important for liberty. Ekadashi fast, it regulates the gut. regulates the mind, it regulates the heart, it regulates, it's a mood and mindset regulate the ultimate. Because when you miss the fast, your whole digestive system goes into sluggishness for the next 11 days. And you start fighting and you can't eat and this and that, and your constipation kicks in and you have to drink more liquid and then This is the ill effects of the fast. Now more toxicity is building in your system, so forth. And just by the way to tell the fast is that a day will come, you actually don't feel like eating, but you just eat. And you're not even hungry, you just find yourself gorging. And if you look at the moon at that point, it always looks like the Islamic crescent. This is where the Islamic crescent comes from, the Ekadashi moon. It's exactly the same 3 or 4 days before full moon and new moon. Well, full moon, you can see that there's a sliver cut off, missing. It's still on its way to waxing. And that little bit that's missing 3 or 4 days, or anytime you see the moon and it looks like, yeah, that's the day to do that fast. We have a calendar which I will put into the group, which is already set up for the whole year for the 2 days. You understand? Because
how many days that are country fasting?
it will be no 1 day.
It's a 1 day fast.
1 day fast, 24 hours, twice a month.
Twice a month.
Yeah, 3 or 4 days before full moon and 3 or 4 days before new moon.
It's a 1 day fast.
Yeah. And this 1 day fast regulates not only the mood, but all the planetary effects. All the Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Pluto, what's the aluminium one? Mercury. You understand? It neutralizes all the effects of their planets in one go. Yes, it nullifies Rahu and Ketu, just like that. And once you do this fast, you will notice and see everyone else. Me and Letitia normally like watching everyone else. We normally see it, but we missed it this time. So now we've become a part of it. You understand? Now what I'm saying now, I have to say something about this one. Absolutely, I cannot miss it. Because my thing is always real time. Real time, as you will know, this is real time. We're not talking about yesterday or tomorrow. It's real time. What we're supposed to be doing now to enhance our living, protecting our intention. Because this is important. Once we get ill-minded with our intention, once we become ill-minded with our intention and we let that out, our mindset is to hurt. Yeah. Our mindset is to hurt, not to love. When we lose quality of our intention, our intention becomes to hurt, not to love. Especially when we feel like we're hurting. When we feel like we're hurting, we can't help but to hurt. Hurt people hurt.
Intention.
You lose the intention to love. You lose the intention to be at life's optimum vibratory energy. You don't even want to be there yourself. So automatically it's bring everybody down to your level. I don't want to love right now, so why should you love? You're not recognizing my pain, so I want to make you feel it another way. Open this. Now the individual doesn't count. We lose the essence of empathy. We lose the essence of consideration. We fall more into the alignment of judgment rather than acceptance. And we're stuck in this vicious cycle, month in, month out, month in, month out, month in, month out, month in, month out. Like I said, if you was to be initiated in any esoteric high order, this would be the first thing to address as your mood and mindset regulator. If you're not doing this, elementals are working you. The elementals are working your intentions. The elementals are in control of your bliss. The elementals have got the wool over your eyes. You lost the knack to be beautiful in the moment. This is why they can't with each other.
So for example, say at the point when you don't do
when you don't do the fast,
and you're interacting.
If you don't do the fast, you're in the waves and you're on your own and you're dropping down.
No, so when you're interacting with people, say for example you've done it, but say
you're a
you haven't
light.
done it.
You're a light.
Yeah, so that the person that hasn't done it comes with the negative energy.
They can't
penetrate.
No, they can't penetrate. They will see you as the light.
Okay.
They will notice that your energy is lighter. They will notice that you understand? It's like you will notice that those times once you're doing the fast, you're the aid.
Yeah.
You become the light in the moment. It's when you do these fasts, now you can stand up in front of the full moon and go, oh yeah, if you haven't done the fast and you're glorifying the full moon, then give me the negative energy, come. That's what you're doing, not even realizing. You do the fast and you go to the full, now your psychic energies are being balanced to the positive. Your clairvoyance is being balanced to the positive. Your clairaudience is being balanced to the positive. When they're talking about the moon and the sun, these are balancing propensities within us. The moon and the sun. Ida and Pingala. The moon and the sun. The central point, when our intention is pure and of divine strength, this is our Sushumna energy, the central, when we're in our Sushumna alignment, spelled S-H-U-S-H-U-M-N-A. Sushumna. It's like shush.
Sorry, can you define that?
Centralized.
There's the balance of the moon and sun within.
Exactly. Shush. Shush. Silence. Shush. Shush. Mind your own business. Cater to your own business. Shush. Shush. Oh, now. Shush. Mind your own business. Shush. Cater to your bliss. Shush. Stop the pet peeving. Shush. Smile. Shush.
So we missed it then.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I know every single body is related to this in their own way. Everyone got their own little story going on right now. I've heard them all.
You know what I felt like? I felt like, what's this elephant man? And I was like, I want to get away.
I know.
I did. I thought, what's this elephant? I need to get away.
You understand? And this is the make up to break up, break up to make up to make up to break up to break up. This is the psychological. The only person that hasn't told me is Alicia, and I can see it written all over her face. She's going for it. You know, she's one thing. No, I'm going to stop there. To none of these lot like yeah, the ebbs and the flows of life. How do we take control of that inner pattern? Listen, she on my brethren in bed. Yesterday we get the news. From the time I fly out to here, 3 of them gone. I had a walk on the beach yesterday where it felt like I was in a moment with one of them. And he's talking to me. And he said, "Boy, T, that thing takes your bliss. If we're not doing that, what are we doing? We're ruining our intention." We're ruining our own state. The beautiful thing about this is awareness. This is the process to healing. Oh shit, that's what's going on. This is why they can't put me in church, sorry. And once we lose the idea of assertiveness being our greatest aid, our greatest weapon, we're digging our own graves. Every time. And is it worth it? Worth it?
So once we don't realise that it's dead.
Yeah, if you're not using assertiveness, you're digging your own grave. You're digging your own grave. You're dissipating your power. So being assertive, being aware, okay, that's how I want. And the mind is going to be having a playing field with this. The mind, under that circumstances, the reason why we're fasting is because, okay, that same day that the fast is going on, every day, every time you see it, and we see it out here, we're close to the beach, 3 or 4 days before new moon or full moon, the water is at its most rapid. Everything I'm going mad. The sea is just doing a madness. Now we are what? How much? 7% water. So that water that is within us, if it's a part of a process of nurturing food that needs that water to sustain you, that food is going to come alive within 3 days. That's what's bringing the anger out, the turbulence. Now you don't give it any nutrient, the water's got to come to a pump. So that day when you feel like eating and you don't eat, That day that you feel like eating and you overeat. That day you say, yeah man, yeah. It's alright, today's alright, it's alright, yeah, just today, you know, I'll work it off. Yeah.
It's the breakfast.
Yeah. Coconut coming out of my mouth. You understand? So that same thing where you're, and look, like I said, if you're not even thinking positive thoughts while you're, and sometimes we're comfort eating. We got something that's giving us turbulence on our mind. Oh, let me just eat something. You're empowering it. You got turbulent water in you. Just eat something. You chuck more acid on the fire. Don't feed the fire. And eat the same. The first time you try to fast, you will notice it straight away. Number one, that will be the hardest, that day when you feel like gouging out. Obviously, it's going to be the hardest test because you're going to feel like, it's so funny. The day before that fast, you actually don't feel like eating anything. It's that day when, and then the cravings come on. So it's like you unconsciously do a mini purge to line you up for the gouging. This is where the regulation comes in. And you notice, bang, it affects the mood and mindset just like that. And you will be watching everybody else that doesn't do it, like, oh, okay, now I see, okay, this is serious stuff. Because when the planets are out of alignment with you, they will give you help. When you are in alignment with them, they will shoot you, propel you. It's like you just unlock a key right there. You just unlock a key of serendipity right there. Things just start falling to your favor. Things just start coming into your existence. Things just start coming. Abundance just start. Just by doing that one fast, things start working in your favor. You know when he says, I'm gonna get some good luck, do the fast. How Tarun I do soulful connections every minute. How much people I tell, do the fast. Become intentional. Be strong with your intention. Be strong with your vision. Be strong with your will. It's a choice. It's an internal choice. Don't need strong biceps. It's an internal one. It's an internal choice to make your intentions worth living for. That's the serious bit. Because once you get into a pattern where your intentions that are worth living for now starts to... I spoke about this a few months ago on radio. 4 stages of life. First one, where you believe life is happening to you. That's a horrible place to be. Why is this happening to me? Why is it to me? To the central word is to.
Sorry, what are they just for? What?
4 stages of living. It's all about what's happening to you, or you can do to others, or to.
That's number 1, yeah?
Yeah. The victim.
At the same one. Second
Yeah, no, that's the first one. The victim. And again, this fast it will always prepare you to the inner victim, the inner victim, the inner victim. Always reflecting on the inner victim, the inner victim. Victimization, the inner victim. That's a hell right there. The next one is life is happening for you. A little bit more comfortable, that one, isn't it? Rather than to you, it's for you. It means you've woken up to this energy and you can kind of work that. You know, if you take your hands off of the cork will float. Yeah, take your hand up by the cork. The cork will float naturally. If you're there keeping the cork down, now it's not time to come up yet. I need to know that your cork's alright, and your cork's alright, and your cork's alright, and your cork's alright, and everybody else's cork's in alignment with my cork. Alright, I'll let it out now. Oh my gosh, what a terrible way to live. Huh? You're waiting for the ducks to line up. So get into that space where life is happening for you. Means you got a bit of control over your mood, you know. The next one up is life is happening through you. You're more concerned with timing now than time. You now realize the Jedi within. That statement that I think it was in, is it Wizard of Oz? No, not Wizard of Oz. Was it Gandalf? What film is Gandalf? That's it. There's a scene where Gandalf, he finally turns up, Harry Potter runs like, he goes, Gandalf, you're late! Gandalf turns up, the turn goes, the magician always turns up on time. Yeah, and you're the magician. You know timing. And respect your timing. Your timing is special to you. This is what's wrong with the time thing, the clock thing, the tick, 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 tick. Come on, it's 3 o'clock. Tick, 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 tick. The clock, this clock thing will make you narcissistic. Hello. This clock watch thing will make you narcissistic and lose your own sense of timing. You've sold out your own rhythm.
Yeah.
Hello, this clock thing. The Magi, the magician, is feeling the energy. He's going to do everything at the perfect time when it suits everyone. That's the magician. Interconnectedness, cooperation. Is everyone all right? Is everyone with us? That's perfect timing. Okay, it's 9:05. Yeah, but his stomach was cutting them. All right, that's cool. Consideration and empathy is coming into your timing to make the whole thing work timingly. Now, before this thing was invented, tick, 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 tick. Who knew when it was 6 o'clock?
I'm looking at the sun.
I've actually, I think came to me about a time where it was like, we're the only species on the planet that so involved with time, this watch time. So if you were to say, could speak to an owl or something, you'd be like, what time is it, Mr. Owl? You'd be like, time? What type of time is that? So then we created this thing along with the compass, right? That's how I saw it.
Yeah.
You have the compass, and I'll say to you, Mr. T, meet that coordinates, blah blah blah, with the big hand says there, and the small hand says there. And you'd be like, righto.
Righto. Righto, Chuck.
And then we'll use it to get to each other, but then we'll put them away, their tool. But then suddenly we're using this tool to measure us. It's like, hey, this thing's measuring me. It's like, happy birthday to you. That's the whole spell. It's the pressure in.
The hell?
It's a balance that we're looking for, really, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even though we're looking at time and doing this back and that. But in order for us to be able to come together today, we needed an actual time for that to happen.
Exactly.
So that we needed time in respect of that.
Yeah, so we've got to
really
balance it.
Absolutely, it's a balance. So therefore, we're not, even though we're understanding that it is negative, however, it is positive as well.
Oh yeah.
Can I add to that? I think that the clarity that I think it is, I just want to test it with everyone else's mind. So it be clear for me. The instrument has its purpose because it allows us to enhance our connectivity.
Yes.
So like in that example, if you can meet me at when the big hand says this and the small hand says this at these coordinates, perfect. But now when you're using the instrument to measure yourself, because as long as the hours are ticking and you're measuring, hey, I've got to do this here, I've got to do this here, what date is it, what time is it, then it becomes your birthday. So then now you're fully locked into this time thing. It's going to be my birthday and the birthday song is actually a mantra that was created by Jewish to keep you in a state, because time doesn't exist like that.
Well, can I just that gets a little too far, and I think, and I love what you're saying about time and how we use the watch to control ourselves, but I think it's gotten away from using the sun and stars and our time at the beach to know, right?
Yeah.
That it's timing for Ekadashi, to know that it's timing for that.
Yeah.
Like, look at all the ancients and how they built these ruins. They built the temples.
Yeah.
In the southwest, we've got the ruins we find, and it's always aligned with the sun, right? And the moon, but also so they can see it in the summer, so they know when 6 months have passed, so they know when 9 and 12 months. So I see what you're saying, and it definitely got me thinking about that. And I think our capitalist society, just society in general, has turned it into, I need to know what time it is, and it just takes us away from nature.
And when you're late, if you look at yourself in the mirror, you see what is the effect.
How people judge you,
No, when you're late and you're rushing, you look at yourself in the mirror and see what you see. You're twisted.
Yeah.
You're in the car. Look at yourself in the mirror when you're late and you're rushing.
But that's
Have a look and see.
I don't think there's any concept that's entirely bad or entirely good.
Yeah, it's just the alignment.
Like, it's just like how you use it.
Order.
It's kind of like what we were talking about your mind. Your mind can be your worst enemy or your greatest tool.
Yeah.
Everything is
Order.
one less tool.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's just how you use it.
Yeah.
We're like you said today.
Yeah.
Like, because of being able to arrange some dates and but it's like when you are carrying this gross feeling inside you because you haven't aligned yourself, and I know I'm a testament to that because I do that.
Yeah.
When I'm like, oh, half my days on and I intended to do this, and I haven't got it done.
Yeah.
And then it's a horrible feeling you carry inside.
Yeah.
Whereas, and it's a useless thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It just adds to the
Yeah, you see, we're going right back to the word intention.
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I'm saying? The intention is it's this thing that really bugs us from the inside. You know?
Because when, like, I was in Jamaica,
Yeah.
and my mum said, "Oh, when you come in? What time you come in?" I said, "No, just know that I'm coming."
Yeah. Leave it.
Yeah, leave it there.
Yeah, leave it there.
And like when they said to me, my time for work, I'm supposed to get to work, say for 7 o'clock. I want to have my coffee.
Yeah.
And I want to be on my time.
Yeah.
So even though the time is set by your employer, he said you've got to be at work at 9 o'clock. I get there at 8 o'clock. I can have my fruits, I can have my coffee, I can make a cup of toast, I can do what I want in my time, not in their time.
You see?
So you set no time on me.
You see it?
And sometimes as well, and everybody always says this, if I'm late, I'm late. There is a reason why I'm late. There is a protection. There isn't a late. Because there's a protection and a guidance.
And there's timing.
Yes.
I always say to people that, hey, if I got there in your time,
Yeah.
if I got there in your time, I may not be here.
Yes. You understand? Okay.
I'm still here, so I wasn't late.
Thank you.
Because your feet are on the planet.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's time and timing.
Yeah.
So it's either you miss the opportunity or you caught the opportunity.
Yes.
That's it. So basically, when we're at that stage of life is happening through us, we understand time and timing. Yeah? When we're on that stage, as life is happening through us, we are living time and timing. Working. We're in that flow of energies happening through. But we now get sensitive to energy. Then the final stage is life is happening as you. And that's a grand feeling to have. Because on a as level, you all summons this together. Not just me. You all had a vital role. Just this happening together. So whatever is going on in you, call this interconnectedness to happen as you. So you can see yourself as you. But when we're out of that space and we're working from a low intention, we won't see that. We won't learn, we won't grow, we shut off. Seeing life as you, you accept the God in you. You're living it, that's it. You, good, bad, whatever, is as you. And when you can relish and enjoy life as you, everything that comes with it, no one ain't taking you off your perch. You get it. So there's from happening to, for, through, and as. Does that make sense?
Flow back and forth.
Of course.
In these stages of life.
Yeah.
So re-unlocking one doesn't necessarily mean that you can never go back to the previous.
Well,
That's something I personally battle with. Like, did I really unlock it?
well, the thing is, to avoid level 1,
Yeah.
you never really want to be there at all.
Yeah.
So this is where Kadashi becomes crucial.
Yeah.
So external elements don't play a part in bringing you to that place.
Like saying is like once you're there, let's say you reach a place where life is happening.
Yeah.
Then something happens, let's say 46
Well, this is what I'm
months, a
saying.
year.
If you're mature enough to understand your baseline state,
Yeah.
you understand the positive and the negatives,
Okay.
and you see the bliss in it all.
Yes.
Then,
Yes.
just
Okay.
like my father, he passed in my hands, and we had a rocky relationship. Thank you, sir. A rocky relationship. You know, I always felt like that over now. And my friend who lived across the road, his mother, she done readings, and he came shooting across the road and said, "Yeah, my mum, she knows that your dad's died and she'd like to give now. He's dead. She's never ever met my parents." Anyway, push come to shove, I've gone to see her, gone for this reading, and in the reading, it's come to me. She said to me, "My dad wants to give me something. He just push it." That's money through the ear. Once I made a secret to where the stack is at. No, I'll take it. And she said, well, the first thing that he wants to say is that he's sorry for never ever buying you a Christmas or a birthday present. And it was something that I put away and never paid attention. But as she said it, the barley and the forgiveness at the same time, knowing that you've passed on, and somehow you've managed to relay that message to me, so I don't have it as a I received that message, and I felt the load release. I felt it, you know what I mean? That carried the like, yeah, my dad was always, he told me from the other side. And that healed me. Whatever I had to let go, let it go. I could be free. Because now is now. It's all you've got.
I heard someone say, saw some, you was here information from someone, right? It was important to speak. They spoke about mentioning it. I just listened. It sounded like they said that when people pass on, they still resonate.
Yeah.
So the people they leave behind, the thing that we've got going on at the moment is this group thing.
Yeah.
Where we go into a realm where we start to mantle ourselves.
Yes. Yes.
And he said that that actually affects the person that's passed on for the worse. Because they love you so much that they don't even want to go to where they're meant to go. Because now they're turning back and looking at you, being like, no, I need to help you. Like,
yeah.
Don't do that. Don't get into that. You popping yourself down is making it harder for me to be comfortable. I love you so much. I'm turning around and seeing you not do that. So that's why they had a thing where it was like you celebrate. You celebrate the life because you know that there is no death and that the vibration that you're pushing on is effective. And that's what thoughts are. We can't never see our thoughts. So maybe they're just in the realm of thoughts and feelings without them. Exactly. Because you can't see your thoughts and you can't see your feelings, but they exist within you and without you. So the process of where we are in this third dimension, if we became knowledgeable about the whole setup, like for example, when we did kindergarten, why wasn't the whole setup spoken about how this actually works?
Well, I think it goes back to when they get in touch with nature, but doing the ceremonies when people pass. And that's where you can honor release and go through each layer, and where they're in those layers, you're honoring and giving thanks through that layer, and it helps the person who's grieving process, but it also allows that spirit to ascend up through the layer, and then both sides can receive closure. So coming back around to losing our connection to nature, losing our connection to each other through these ceremonies.
It's understanding that not everybody dies, it's just a transfer. Death has been used to create fear, to create control. So there's that aspect of it. Why we're so far removed.
And we end up carrying guilt and not resolving the things within our hearts, right? The elementals and these thoughts grow bigger, and it's a third that we carry. Right?
Yeah. Very deep stuff. Very deep. Because thoughts think for themselves once you let them go.
I think it's what you said about your father and how it made you emotional. And it kind of got me thinking that just how big a deal this feeling, connecting to that feeling of love really is. Because I feel like any time that you've never felt love, left an imprint on your heart.
It ruins your intention to be.
Yeah, every single time that's happened, it's left an imprint. The only time that I've managed to heal those imprints, and that's where they've come back and forth. You know what I mean? But I know there's been a time, and the only time is that I connected with such a strong feeling of love in my heart, and it was around the time of my own mother's death. Letting go. It's such a big thing. Especially with our parents, because when we're young, we just put them on such a pedestal. So actually, most of our pain is created from our relationship with them. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it's all about letting go and loving and feeling that feeling of love, forgiveness, and understanding that person is a human being.
So this afternoon, we will be doing a nice, easy Tai Chi session or a Qigong session, just to bring a nice ease to the body. And we'll be doing a pranayama and beadwork meditation to bring back that sense of love. Yeah? Ashe to that.
Ashe.
Live intentionally.
Thank you.
All right.
That makes so much sense.